So real quick, here's our setup. So we have the jack stand here with the straight, what do we call it?
Parallel line.
This way. Okay, so you want to walk us through the DIY at-home wheel
Okay,
alignment, front
yeah.
end wheel alignment?
I will walk you through this process as best I can. So we pulled the car in about 3 or 4 feet on top of these 2 pieces of cardboard. There's cardboard 2 pieces on there so that our wheel will slide a little bit easier on the concrete. Then we came in here to the steering wheel and we made sure our steering wheel was straight, and then we locked it, so if it looks a little crooked it's because we locked it in the straight position. So we shimmied it, make sure it was right in the middle. So then we went about setting up our string. So the idea is to get a string perfectly parallel with the outside of the back tire.
Yep.
And so our alignment is going to be based on that line being perfectly parallel to the back tire. So we did both sides, and so we did several measurements to make sure we were parallel, but we measured all the way from the left hand side string to the right hand side. We got like 70.5 inches. Then we went to the front, did the same thing. We got 70.5 inches. And then to make sure we are perfectly parallel with that rear tire, we measured from the same spot on the wheel, and you can see that's almost exactly 1 inch here. And then we go to the front, and then that's exactly 1 inch there. So we know we have a perfectly parallel line going all the way to the front. And so let's see, let's grab one of our tools to show you how we adjust the tie rod. So if this is the passenger side of the car, you grab the inner tie rod with a wrench, and so if you turn it this way, you're going to shorten, and notice that gap's getting smaller, you're going to shorten the rod, which is going to pull the front of the wheel in. If you need to push the front of the wheel out, you would do just the opposite. You would turn it this way, and that's going to push that tie rod in the front of the wheel out. And so we just kept adjusting it until we had a 1/16 inch toe in, and then we locked it tight with our lock nut, and we were good.
Okay.
This time I'll just keep checking the steering wheel on the other side, make sure we get it just right.
That's one turn.
Keep going. We're about a 1/4 inch off. So
I heard the tire pop a little bit. All right, how about now?
okay, that's 1 4/16 in the back. It's almost parallel, so that's really close.
You want to check the passenger side real quick?
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure it didn't move anything on it.
So now we're on the adjustment phase, and so we want our measurement to have 1/16 of an inch toe in. So here we have about 1 3/16 of an inch. And then up here we have 1 4/16. So the front of the wheel is 1/16 of an inch in at the front.
All right, so we pretty much dialed in the alignment on the car, and it's about ready to go for a test drive. So I'm just going to lock in the position here by tightening up the lock nut on the tie rod. And if we need to make any more adjustments as we go, we'll just make minor adjustments like I guys showed you. We'll just do like small turns, like a sixth of a turn, and maybe even an eighth of a turn at a time. And that's about it. And then it's ready to go. And if you need to, you can always drop it off at a alignment shop to kind of fine tune it as well. But this will at least get the car back on the road. So hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.